evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here on a Monday night for the USAFirearms.com Super Late Model Series, brought to you by Crooked Line Racing here. And tonight we're at Rockingham for 100 laps in the Super Late Models. Top times are at the top of your board right now. Chris Carroll is fastest on the board. However, Chris Carroll is going to have to start from the rear of the field this evening. Being the winner last week, that is still a rule. Chris is going to have to start at the very back of the pack tonight and work his way back up towards the front. We've seen him do it before. Let's see if he can do it again tonight at Rockingham. Another driver we're taking a look at is the number 28 of Brian Zimmerman. We know Zimmy is a fan of Rockingham. Normally runs pretty well here. We're going to have to keep an eye on him all night. Another driver that's actually up there on the charts right now is Scott Smith in the number 53. He's sitting 8th on the board right now. We're going to see how he can do later in the race. Little under 3 minutes to go here in practice. Drivers are getting their final laps in before we head into qualifying here. We take a look at the 42 of Kyle Wildman Wellman. It looks like the cars might be a little loose out there. I've been in practice now for a minute, and these guys have been slipping and sliding all over the place. It's hot down here in North Carolina tonight. Sorry about that, everybody. Just making sure everything on the back end's working as it should be. Looks like we're good. Taking a look at one of the newer drivers here this season, that's Daniel Sweet in the 07. He currently 14th on the board with a 23.68. About a minute left to go here in practice. Waiting to get word from race control to head down trackside. As I'm getting word from race control right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to head down trackside for pre-race ceremonies. So if you could, please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem. And thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our national anthem, everybody. I say it every week, every race. Go check out Mullet Music Productions on YouTube. Taking a look at Garrett Crow in the number 38 right now, currently top of the boards with a 23.69. Second lap is a little bit quicker, but he gets bumped off the pole here. Kyle Wildman Wellman now currently sits on provisional pole with a 23.64. Dale Ogburn, new driver to the series this season, out there in the 0-1. First lap of 23.71, currently in fifth. Across the line for his second lap. A little bit slower, goes sixth quickest now as he gets bumped by Aaron Raymond. Aaron Raymond goes third fastest now with a 23.67. Scott Smith, he was quick in practice, now currently ninth on the charts in qualifying at 23.75. Ryan Zimmerman's coming out on track to do his qualifying run here. About 2 minutes left. Ryan Zimmerman's going to take the green flag. Right now, Jeffrey Miller finished up his qualifying run at 24.89 for the 79, currently 15th. Zimmerman goes across the line for his second lap, 23.75, currently 10th. Not many drivers out there setting qualifying laps. So far, only 17 out of, I believe, the 27 we got here. Zach Murphy finishes up his run. As we got about 15 seconds left to go here in qualifying, looks like Kyle Wildman Wellman's going to hold on to the pole with Tyler Johnson, who's outside. Time to get through that grid, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle Wildman Wellman on the pole here tonight at Rockingham. Tyler Johnson going to be starting in second with Aaron Raymond starting in third. Garrett Crow is going to be starting in fourth tonight with Derek Stanley rolling off fifth and Dale Ogburn to his outside in sixth. Larry Bell is going to be starting in seventh with Alex Harris starting in eighth. Scott Smith going to be rolling off ninth with Brian Zimmerman starting in 10th. Jason Korn going to be starting in 11th with Tanner Marr to his outside in 12th. Guy Barrett's going to be rolling off 13th with Peyton Burkett starting 14th. Mitchell Muma is going to be starting 15th with Zach Murphy in 16th. Chris Sawyer is going to be rolling off 17th with Scotty Stevens starting in 18th. Jeffrey Miller is going to be starting in 19th position with Chris Carroll to the back of the field, being last week's winner. Daniel Sweet in 21st, Troy Tarbuck in 22nd. Mark Stewart is going to be starting in 23rd with Tim Tripler in 24th. 25th, Anthony Rennick. 26th, Chris Clark. And starting shotgun on the field tonight is going to be Thomas Bergeron in 27th. 26 drivers taking the grid here tonight. One not getting their car out on the racetrack. That's the 93 of Thomas Bergeron. Chris Carroll gets the EOL, goes back to 26th. We're going to go around one more time here. Oh, no, actually, pace car just likes to duck down early. I thought we were going around one more time. Getting ready to go here. Green flag is out in the air. 100 laps at Rockingham. Wildman gets a pretty good restart right there as we go down into 1 and 2. Side by side for second. Aaron Raymond looks to the bottom of Tyler Johnson. Right now, he's got Garrett Crow right behind him. Crow almost into the outside retaining wall coming off turn 2. 83 of Derek Stanley back there trying to get a run underneath the 38. Right now under pressure from the 0-1. That's Dale Ogburn right now behind him. And then the 74 of Alex Harris. Wellman out to a pretty good lead right now, but Raymond is starting to run him down. It's only to about 0.3 seconds, but we're going to be under caution here. Let's go back, take a look what happened. Go down into 1 and 2. Oh, it looks like the 53 and the 39. 39 gets into the back of the 53 and then has to check up. Then Tanner Marr gets into the back of the 39 and sends him around there. We're on board with Tanner Marr. Yeah, just to check up. Just unfortunately got into the back of him, sent him around. Doesn't look like it hurt either car all that much. But it's going to put us under caution here for the first time this evening here on lap 3 of 100. Kyle Wellman, your race leader. Aaron Raymond in second. Tyler Johnson lost position there on that start. He's now back to third. Garrett Crow stays fourth. Stanley stays fifth. Ogburn in sixth. Alex Harris actually moved up one spot on that start. He's up to seventh. Larry Bell losing one spot, now back to 8th. Brian Zimmerman up to 9th. Scott Smith in 10th. It's a long way to go here. So being this early in the race, I don't think anybody, as I take a look at timing and scoring right now, nobody brought their car down pit road there. Obviously, you're not going to take tires 5 laps in. I thought maybe get a splash of fuel here. But with this caution, drivers are going to be able to save fuel. Looks like the lights are off on the pace car because I don't think we got a lap. Well, we got 2 laps and looks like the lights are off on the pace car. Looks like we're going to get a single file restart here, ladies and gentlemen. Wellman's going to lead them down. Green flag in the air. Ballman fires him back off, gets a really good jump here. Raymond probably not the restart he wanted, but still hangs tough. Tyler Johnson right behind him. We come out at turn number 2 down the back straightaway once again. Everybody pretty much single filed out. Nobody really going for positions. We got a battle going on back here. That's Daniel Sweet and Jeffrey Miller. Miller to the top side of the racetrack. Sweet to the middle. Got Mark Stewart back there in 19th position. Now Anthony Rennick taking a look to the inside of the number 79. It's Jeffrey Miller. He's going to be able to get that position right now. Miller falls back to 21st. We go back up here. Zach Murphy looking to make it 3 wide. That's a pretty gutsy move there on lap 7. Backs out of it once we get through the corner here. Now it's side by side. Guy Barrett and Peyton Burkett. Peyton's supposed to be the number 27 here tonight, running the number 17. I'm not even seeing that Peyton on the driver's list or selecting a number. I don't know, maybe I missed it, not sure. Doesn't matter, let's go back up to the front of the field. Kyle Wellman running in first. Aaron Raymond trying to run him down. Wellman having a good run out here on lap 10 of 100 at Rockingham. We got about 5 cars here in this little pack. That's Tyler Johnson leading it. He's got Garrett Crow right behind him. Dale Ogburn, Derek Stanley, and Alex Harris. This little pack of cars right here going through 1 and 2. Then we go back a little bit further. You got Larry Bell. Bell's pretty much all by himself right now. He's got Clean Racetrack ahead of him and behind him. Got a second back to Brian Zimmerman. Then you got a battle going on back here for 10th spot. This is Scott Smith, Guy Barrett, and Zach Murphy. You see the 17 of Peyton trying to get around these guys as well. Peyton sending it into 1 and 2 right there. I tell you what, that right front tire isn't going to hold up long if you keep doing that. But the problem with that is too, ladies and gentlemen, when you're coming off the corner, you can burn that right rear off just as much as you can burn the right front off. Guys only get 1 set of tires here tonight, so the question is when you're going to come down and take them, and if you're going to take all 4. Peyton's in the wall. Gets into the wall there in 1 and 2. Able to gather it back up. Everybody gets around him clean. Now Murphy takes a peek underneath Scott Smith. That's for 10th. He's going to be able to get it. And now Scott under pressure from Guy Barrett. Big crossover move by the 24 of Troy Tarbuck. Now to the inside of the 02 of Guy Barrett. Tim Tripler back there in the number 17 trying to follow. And he does. Looks like the 0-2 lost a lot of momentum there as we went into 3 and 4. Side by side once again. Now the 17 and the 53. They make contact down the back straightaway. Tripler trying to get around the 53 Scott Smith. Smith losing some positions there on the top side of that racetrack. Chris Carroll up 3 spots since the start of this race right now. Remember, Chris had to start from the rear of the field. Different lines being random 1 and 2. Corn goes to the top side of the racetrack. Carroll to the bottom, able to make that pass, no problem. We go back up to the front of the field. It looks like Daniel Sweet might have had some issues because Daniel is now 1 lap down. About to be 2 if Wellman gets to him. But Wellman's still your race leader, and he's got about a second gap right now over Aaron Raymond. Raymond could be saving them tires now, maybe playing a little bit of a game. Letting Wellman get out there, burn his stuff up, and then Raymond will come and run him down here 10 laps later. Garrett Crowe still holds on to 3rd. He's got, oh, we got a caution out on the speedway. Oh, there's a lot going on. Looks like it's coming out at turn number 3. Let's go back and take a look. Oh my, the 83. With Derek Stanley and Tyler Johnson getting into it. Let's go back and take a look. Oh, the 5 goes up the racetrack, gets into the 83. And the 83 tries to lock it down, and I mean, he was sitting there for a minute, I'd say, everybody. Look at this. Gets hit, and he's like stopped. A lot of guys coming in there. Gotta slow down. Gotta slow down. All right, so looks like Larry Bell decides to keep it out on the track. Wellman keeps it out. A few drivers on pit road right now. Brian Zimmerman, Troy Tarbuck, Tim Tripler, Guy Barrett, Chris Carroll, Mitchell Muma are on pit road. This gives us a chance right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take our first commercial break of the evening. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Shut up and sit down.
We're back live here on True Sim Productions, getting ready to re-rack them, restack them, and fire them off one more time here at Rockingham. Almost a quarter of the way done with this one. Kyle Wellman's still the race leader with Aaron Raymond running second and Garrett Crow in third. And how about Dale Ogburn? Yeah, again, newcomer to the series here this season. He's up there having a good race tonight, running in fourth. Pace car's going to pull down pit road in the hands of Wellman. Fires them off and we're back underway. Looks like the 68 tried to get a better launch there, but might have spun the tires just a little bit. Wellman's going to get back out to the race lead. Now we got Garrett Crow and Ogburn fighting for it back here. This is for third. Dale Ogburn has the run on the high side. It looks like we're going to have one go down to the end. Oh my. Is that Chris Carroll? Troy Tarbuck is around as well. We got to go back and see what happened. Coming off the corner. Well, it looks like the 24 and the 97 just made contact. See if we can't get a better view on it. Oh yeah, 24 just tries to keep it off the wall, comes down into the 97. That's what's going to put us under caution for this one. So Wellman, Raymond, Crow, Ogburn, Harris, and Bell all still stay out on the racetrack. Zimmerman is in seventh. He's one of the drivers that pit on lap 19. Now we have a few others coming down pit road. Troy Tarbuck, Chris Carroll, obviously the last two that were involved in the caution. And Zach Murphy on pit road as well. So Raymond, we've seen him be really good in the Wednesday series. Wellman's also been up near the front a few times in this series and Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It's going to be interesting to see if the 68 can run down this 42 here. Like I said, I think Aaron Raymond is saving tire, whereas Wellman is... I think Wellman's just kind of going for it, right? We all know Wellman. That's why he's got the nickname Wildman. He's out in the lead, and he's maintaining it, though, here, 26 laps out of 100. Going to be a little under 75 laps to go when we go back green flag racing. Question is if you're gonna take tires tonight, when do you take tires? And if you do take tires, do you take 4 or do you take 2 right side tires? So I don't know. Personally, I've seen these late models. I've been broadcasting them for Crooked Line for a while now. a lot of these guys normally will go for a 2-tire stop, but that's only based on how short the track is. The pit stops on these cars take a little bit longer than your typical NASCAR Cup car or Xfinity car. So to get 4 tires changed, you always are in jeopardy of going a lap down. Here at Rockingham, you might actually be able to pull it off. But the question is 2 right side tires going to be the best option tonight, or is 4 tires going to be the best option once we get to that point in the race? Going to be a single file restart here. Pace car's going to pull down pit road, and field going to be in the hands of Wellman once again. Green flag is back out in the air. Wellman gets a good launch, same with Raymond and Crow. Ogburn might have hung back just a little bit. He lost a little time there, that 38 car, as it looks like we got Raymond taking a peek for the race lead right now. Wondering if Wellman might have messed up the entry there, 1 and 2, because Raymond had a heck of a run through the center of the corner. So Raymond had a run going down the back straightaway, now not quite there. He's gonna go to the middle side of the racetrack as Wellman sticks it to the bottom. Looks like Raymond might just be kind of feeling around, playing the different lines. You see Wellman now kind of doing the same thing. Wellman is a little bit higher there in 3 and 4, whereas Raymond's running the bottom in 3 and 4, but we're gonna be back under caution. Go back and see what happened. Oh my, that's Guy Barrett up there, I believe. Going around. The 91 of Clark, Guy Barrett. Oh, another classic scenario of right hooking down the back straightaway. I don't know why it's doing that. This is what we wanted. Comes off the 91, comes off the corner, and just it's like he's cranking the wheel trying not to hit the wall, and then once the corner straightens out, that car just wants to shoot left. Came down and unfortunately took the 0-2 with him. Couple of cars on pit road. Jeffrey Miller, Tanner Marr, Tyler Johnson all on pit road. So the thing with these cautions is, I don't know, you might not be wearing tires as much as you were expecting. I remember last week in the late model series, we didn't broadcast it last week, but Raymond actually played a strategy and stayed out on his tires, never came down and got tires, and it worked for him. So I have to see what happens. That being said, we're going to take a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Back live here on True Sim Productions. Getting ready to go back under the green flag. Kyle Wellman, Aaron Raymond still on the front row. Dale Ogburn now in third. He's got Garrett Crow to his outside. Coming to the restart. Pace cars down pit road. In the start zone, and Wellman fires them off. We're back underway. Good restart back here for the number 38 of Crow. He was watching the leader there. He got a good restart, but not a really good entry here into 1 and 2. Ogburn's able to get underneath him, slide up in front of him here and take over third. Raymond right on the back bumper of Wellman, though, right now, trying to take over that first spot. We're gonna go back here. It's Larry Bell and Mitchell Muma right now. Muma making a pass on the high side coming out of turn number 4. That's a good move. Gets around the 43 car now. He has Brian Zimmerman right behind him, and Scotty Stevens trying to work his way up through the field. Chris Carroll, after getting involved with that accident, must have taken his one fast repair that these guys get. Now trying to work his way back up through the field once again. Just making his way around 10 tripler right there. That is for the 11th position. We go back up to the front. Wellman's starting to pull away a little bit from Aaron Raymond. Ogburn found his way around Crow on that restart. Now trying to run down the number 68. Running in third right now. Crow holding on to the 4th position. Then you got Alex Harris back here in 5th having a good run. Mitchell Muma up to 6th. Larry Bell running 7th. Zimmerman in 8th. Derek Stanley taking a peek underneath the 28 car right now coming out of turn 4. Chris Carroll runs 10th. He's got Tim Tripler right behind him. Tripler actually having a good run here tonight right now. Just kind of being patient, getting through the field. He's up 13 spots since the start of the race. Currently right now the biggest mover. Back up to the front. Wellman still leading the way. Gap to Aaron Raymond about 2/10, almost 3/10 of a second. Coming to take a lap 40 of 100. Can Wellman hold on for another 60 laps? Can they make it 60 laps on fuel? That's the question. Remember, these top 5 guys, Wellman to Harris, they have not pit yet. Pretty much everybody behind them except Larry Bell, who's running in 7th, has pit. Tanner Marr being one of those drivers currently back in the 15th position. Got a little right side damage to that super late model. Got a battle going on back here between teammates. That's Scott Smith and Jason Korn. Korn, though, is being shown 1 lap down right now, trying to get his lap back. Gets around his teammate. Now Zach Murphy goes after Scott Smith. That is, Murphy is actually a lap down as well. So right now, the 29 and the 39 are battling for the lucky dog position right now. Murphy gets a run. They're side by side down the back straightaway. That's why we're watching this right now. They're going to race hard for it. If a caution were to come out right now, you'd give it to Zach Murphy. He's got the edge. Korn wants it, though. Murphy's going to get around him. Let's go back up to the front. It's still Wildman Wellman leading the way. 0.3 of a second gap over Aaron Raymond. And we go back a little bit further About 0.6 off of Raymond. It's Dale Ogburn in 0-1, having a good run out here tonight. Go back, take a look at Chris Carroll. Remember, Carroll was involved in that one accident and now has to fight his way back up through the field. He's managed to get back up into 8th position, now on the back bumper of Brian Zimmerman in the number 28. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Again, something on the back end there. Had to take care of real quick. We're good. Everything's good. We got a battle going on for the race lead right now. I think Wellman may have spent those tires because Raymond has caught up to him. He's tried to make an attempt here a couple of times, but just hasn't been able to get the run he's wanted here. But he is there. Oh, a little bobble coming out of 4 there for the number 68. He's going to lose some momentum there to the number 42. It's going to allow Wellman to get a little bit more of a gap. And I'm telling you what, that dirty air might be playing a factor here on the number 68. Both of them putting that tire right down on the yellow line as we got 50 laps to go. We're halfway in this thing. Are these guys going to have to pit? Are the tires that these guys took a little earlier back on lap 30, are they going to start showing up right now? I tell you what, if we have a caution here, we're probably going to see this top 5 come down and take that set of tires. So Ogburn's lost a little bit of time to the number 68, currently 3rd still, but about a 2nd off of Aaron Raymond. Then we go back another 8/10, so you got Alex Harris running in 4th. But how about Chris Carroll, who just made his way around Mitchell Muma and Garrett Crow, and is now up inside the top 5. So Chris Carroll was the driver to pit on lap 25. But he was involved in that accident. I think he just took fuel only and took that fast repair. Good battle going on back here between Crow and Muma. Crow trying to hold on to 6th. Muma trying to take it away. Then you got Brian Zimmerman right behind these guys, trying to figure out a way around them when they're battling. Tim Tripler up 15 spots in this race. Running in 9th, inside the top 10, having a good run. Slowly catching the back of these guys. Aaron Raymond down pit road. Is this an unscheduled stop for the number 68? Kyle Wellman brings us down pit road. Harris, all these guys who didn't pit yet are coming down pit road. Oh man, that's allowing Chris Carroll to get around them. Now Chris Carroll's gonna take over the race lead as Ogburn comes down pit road. That puts Mitchell Muma in second, and Brian Zimmerman now runs third. So green flag pit stops happening here right now at Rockingham. And with Carroll, he's gonna be able to go quite a bit longer than these guys now. They need a hope for a caution, I'd say. Right now, Wellman's already down one lap. He's coming off pit road right now. He did take tires, so he does have fresh rubber. He's gonna be able to go a little bit faster, but for how long is the question. As Carroll has a 2-second gap over Brian Zimmerman right now. Then Zimmy has about a 2/10 gap over Tim Tripler. Now Zimmerman and Tripler both pit on lap 19 and 20. They got Mitchell Muma back there, also pit on lap 19. We got 40 laps to go here at Rockingham. Larry Bell now on pit road. Larry Bell was another one of those drivers yet to pit. So now Aaron Raymond managed to get around Wellman there on the set of pit stops, but they are both one lap down. So with 39 laps to go, the question is, can Chris Carroll and Brian Zimmerman now make it the rest of the way? I mean, I'd say it's going to be close for Chris Carroll. I'm trying to do some quick math right here. You figure, let's see here, Kyle Wellman pit on lap 55, so they can only do about 50 laps. So I'd say a lot of these guys who pit, like Tanner Marr on lap 30, and these guys who pit on lap 19 and lap 25, we should see them come down pit road. I don't know when. I'd imagine soon. But that really is changing things up. Got Chris Clark on pit road right now. Got a long stop. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I am just trying to keep an eye on timing and scoring right now. Just trying to get a feel for where everybody is out on track right now. If I bring up my race control program, take a look at it right now. You got Chris Carroll on the back straightaway. Let's see here. You got Kyle Wellman. So Carroll's coming out of turn number 4, crossing the line right now. We're watching him. Wellman is currently going down the back straightaway. He's about the center of the back straightaway now, going into 3 and 4. So there's really only about a straightaway separated between these guys. But remember, Wellman does have those fresher tires, and if this thing goes green the rest of the way, I don't know. We're just gonna have to kind of wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta wait and see if the 97 is gonna bring it down pit side anytime soon. I think we're gonna see the 28, the 17, the 83, all these guys are gonna come down pit road before we see Chris Carroll come down pit road. Okay, I stand corrected. I think Carroll was listening to me there. Chris Carroll's on pit road right now. That gives the race lead over to Brian Zimmerman. So this is the thing. Carroll was on older tires. Now, he ran all these extra laps with Wellman and Raymond, those guys, all on fresh tires, running faster lap times. It's going to be interesting to see. As you see at the bottom of your screen, we got our pit stop times down at the bottom. You got Sweet on Pete Road. Yeah, Sweet on Pete Road, pit road. You see Brian Zimmerman brings it down pit side. Stewart's on pit road. Tripler. So this gives the lead over to Derek Stanley. Stanley last pit on lap 19. You see Stanley's on is about 53 laps here. Tanner and Tarbuck both have ran about 42. Stanley brings it down pit road right now, so we're gonna watch the 98 of Mitchell Muma. He's gonna keep it out on the racetrack and take over the race lead. 27 laps to go. There's something pretty interesting. Chris Carroll, currently in 11th. He has about a 2.6 second gap over Aaron Raymond. Now, pit stop times compared to 2. Chris Carroll had an 11-second stop versus Raymond 17. Zimmerman, though, he fell behind Raymond. Wellman has lost time. So Troy Tarbuck right now took over the race lead. Tanner Marr is right behind him in second. There's 25 laps to go. Tanner Marr's about 1.6 seconds off of Tarbuck. Guy Barrett brings it down pit side. We're waiting to see when Tarbuck and Tanner will come down pit road now. We take a look at the stint lengths one more time. Top 5 have been out there for almost 50 laps. They're gonna have to come down to pit soon. You see it right there, even Brian Zimmerman, he's got fresher tires. He goes blowing by Tanner. So Tanner Marr's bringing it down pit side. Miller's on pit road. This is going to give the race lead over to Tyler Johnson. We got 21 laps to go here at Rockingham, everybody. Kind of just wait. Oh, a caution flag out on the speedway. So that changes a lot of things. Go back and take a look. Ooh, Scotty Stevens getting into the 0-2, Guy Barrett. Go back and take a look at it from the chopper view. Oh my. Go on board with Scotty Stevens here. Well, that's Guy Barrett. Let's go on board with Scotty Stevens. Just kind of drifts up and gets into him there. That's going to be the reason for the caution. Puts Tyler Johnson in the race lead, but he's bringing it down pit side. That's actually going to really help him because he's not going to lose a lap now under green flag conditions taking his pit stop. Same with the number 51 of Chris Sawyer, but that does give the lead over to Chris Carroll. And Aaron Raymond now second. A lot of these guys are going to have to get the wave around. It looks like Tanner Marr was able to get his pit stop done. Showing him in 7th. I don't know, it looks like he's going to bring it back down pit side. But if Tanner Marr takes his tires right now, if he hasn't taken tires yet already, I mean, he's going to be on the freshest set. I think this could really help him right here if he still has a set of tires up on the wall. We got 18 laps to go. Chris Carroll, your race leader. Aaron Raymond second. Looks like we got 2 drivers on pit road. The 0-2 Guy Barrett, 91 Clark. Chris Clark. As the lights are going to go off on the pace car, we're going to get ready to go back racing here. It's going to be 16 laps to go when we take the green flag. That is, unless race control may extend this caution to allow these wave round cars to catch up to the back of the field. So we're going to wait and see here. It looks like they got everybody sorted out. Pace car's going to pull down pit road, field in the hands of Chris Carroll. Green flag. Not a great start for the 68 of Raymond. He's going to lose a spot here going into 1 and 2. Now he's going to try and hang on the outside. Got a good run here going down the back stretch, but Chris Carroll's starting to pull away. Oh, he shuts the door on the 28 and 3 and 4. That was a good move. Trying to take over that second spot. He does. Now he has to run down Carroll, but Zimmy taking a peek back to the inside as we go down into 1 and 2. Raymond's going to lose that spot to Brian Zimmerman now. Troy Tarbuck coming. Remember, Tarbuck pit on lap 79. But he's got a little bit fresher stuff right now than that 68 does. He's going to go to the inside here down the front stretch. 14 laps to go. Raymond trying to just hold on right now. Just doesn't have the tires to do it. 51 at Sawyer goes all the way up the racetrack, cuts it back down. You got Kyle Wildman Wellman back there. He's running 7th. He's got Tanner Marr behind him. Wellman actually just ran the fastest lap of the race with 23.62. So is Wellman. Wellman came down pit road on lap 82. 22-second stop, 4 tires. Oh, we're gonna have an accident. Sawyer went around, contact with the number 24 of Tarbuck. Let's go back and see what happened. Oh, the 51 just comes up and gets into the 24. Take another look at it. Right there, just comes up, gets into the 24. Wellman nowhere to go. Yeah, and everybody trying to miss it. I mean, he was backwards. Probably should have just held the brake right there instead of spinning it back down the track, but that is what it is. Unfortunately, a couple of drivers getting 4Xs there on that one. I don't know. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we let the chat decide. I mean, technically, the 24 had it saved, so, I mean, who do you put that on? Wellman had nowhere to go, you know. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Got 11 laps to go here. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the world of outlaw.
Back live here on True Sim Productions, getting ready to go back green flag racing. Chris Carroll, Brian Zimmerman on the front row, Aaron Raymond, Tyler Johnson behind them. This allows a lot of these guys on the fresher set of tires to catch back up and try and make another run at it. Pace car pulls down pit road. Carroll fires them off, green flag back out in the air. Raymond's got a good run here on Zimmerman, but I tell you what, them tires, I don't know if they're gonna hold up for long. Caution back out on the speedway. What happened here? We got 3 wide down into the corner. Oh my. A lot of cars involved with this one. Let's get another look at it. Looks like Wellman puts it 3 wide. Looks like Tarbuck either doesn't realize it or gets the call late. I'm not sure. It was really, really close right there, to say the least. Yeah, I mean, Wellman gets there. Maybe he was worried about the 42 coming up into him. That's going to put us back under caution, though. Hey, Corey Sherman, see you out in chat, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. How was Shop Talk? Anybody, in case you're wondering, we're talking about Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. You can go check out Shop Talk on Facebook, on TNA Motorsports Facebook page. It's also on Savage Edge Gaming on YouTube. Corey Sherman being the owner of Savage Edge Graphics. So go to savageedge.com. Get all your stuff there. They'll put your name on anything. Great as always. Well, that's good to hear, man. Glad to hear it. I'm going to watch it probably later on tonight, as always. I got to do the old super late models here. And then we watch it later on in the evening. Hopefully we get a week off, though. If we get a week off, you let me come on and be a special guest, you know? Derek shut up. Oh, that's good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready to go back green flag racing. By the way, Corey, how's it look? How we looking? How we looking live? Everything look good? Is that going to be a single file restart? Oh. It is. We're going to get a single file restart here with 3 laps to go. Looking stellar. Glad to hear it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Still tweaking settings as always, everybody, trying to get the best image quality we can. with what we got. Chris Carroll is going to fire him off here. It's going to be 3 laps to go when we take the green flag. Out of turn 4, pace car is off. The green flag is back out in the air. Good start for Chris Carroll and Brian Zimmerman. Raymond kind of fall off a little bit. Tyler Johnson back there in 4th. Wellman's up to 5th. Wellman has the freshest tires, I believe, right now. But I don't think he has enough time to get around these guys and go for the win. Chris Carroll starts to pull away. We got a battle for 2nd right now. Raymond takes a peek to the inside of Brian Zimmerman. Not able to make it stick. Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 laps to go. Right now, nobody able to make a move. It looks like Chris Carroll's able to just pull away right now. Final lap, white flag in the air for the 97 of Chris Carroll. Brian Zimmerman 2nd, Aaron Raymond 3rd. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Out of turn number 4, he had to start from the rear of the field, but give another win to Chris Carroll here on a Monday night. Yeah, they look like they're flying, Corey, because they're basically almost full throttle all the way around here. Chris Carroll gonna burn it down. This winning moment brought to you by USAFirearms.com. If you're in need of a firearm, go hit up Brian Zimmerman over at USAFirearms.com. We're going to go ahead and get into the post-race interviews here. And we're going to talk to Aaron Raymond, driver of the number 68, coming home in 3rd. And, man, you and Wellman had a battle there going on when we had that long green flag run. Green flag pit stops happen. You come out. You have to start near the middle of the field. What was your thoughts when you saw that yellow?
I don't know if it helped me or if it was a detriment, because I was getting back up through the field. I knew Chris was going to win it. He jumped me and he was pulling away from me, though.
Yeah, Chris actually came down there. It was lap 25. He got some fuel and then was able to stay out a little bit longer. And he got, I don't know if he took 4 tires or 2 tires. We'll ask him when he comes up here. But, hey, man, you had a chance there. What was your thoughts coming to that final restart?
I thought I could get around Zimmerman, but I just didn't have it left in me.
Well, hey, man, you put on a good show out there. You still come home in 3rd tonight. Good points night. Who you got a shout out on the number 68?
I got to thank the guys at Crooked Line Racing and True Sim Productions, and I got to thank my family.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations again on 3rd place, and we'll see you again next week.
Yep, thank you.
That was Aaron Raymond, driver of the number 68. Now we got to talk to Brian Zimmerman. We're going to give him a little crap here maybe when he comes up here. Brian Zimmerman, driver of the number 28, coming home in 2nd place. And Brian, maybe not the restart you wanted there at the end. Chris Carroll got away from you.
Yeah, man, he got a good jump on that last restart. And once he got out there, it wasn't no pulling him in, man. He's just super fast. So you've got to be on top of it to compete with Chris. And I didn't have it tonight to get by him. He came from the back and won the race. So all props to him, man. He did a great job.
So what was the overall strategy tonight? Because we had a few cautions there at the beginning. Then we had that long green flag run there in the middle. Everybody was kind of bouncing around on pit stop strategy. Kind of walk me through what you had going on.
What I was doing, I was saving as much as I could early. We could go about 44 laps on the tank of fuel. It was a 100-lap race, but we had a few cautions early. So when we had the caution at lap 20, I came down and topped off with fuel, didn't take tires. That allowed us to run when everybody started pitting. We still had about 20 laps of fuel. Came down pit road, took tires, or took right side of the tires is all I took. I didn't want to lose any track position, taking 4. Topped it off, came out. We were lapped down because some guys that were on a different pit strategy than we were. So if the caution came out, I had just got my lap back. I just passed the leader. So that put about 7 of us on the lead lap. But we had the tires we were going to have to the end at that point. That was lap 70, I think, when I pitted, or lap 68, right around in there. So a couple of guys pitted about 8 or 9 laps later than we did, but they really didn't have time to use those tires. When we got on those last restarts, they were kind of in the back of the pack, never could really get to us, but that was my strategy anyway.
Well, hey, man, you had a good race. You come home in second place tonight. Who we got to shout out on the 28?
I think those guys at Pit Lizard let me run with them. Chris Carroll and those boys are always fun to hang with and run with. Of course, Tanner Marr throwing on the league for us, and you up in the booth. You always do a great job, so thanks for all you do up there. It's 2 weeks in a row, finishing second to Chris. We're going to have to do something. We're going to have to work during this week, see what we can do for next week, see if we can get a win here and put him in second instead. But I'd like to thank you for the broadcast, man, and thank everybody that watches. Thank my brother-in-law, Andrew, my sister Samantha, and Brody, my nephew Brody, and my wife Amanda for always watching and supporting us.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations again on second place, and we'll see you again next week.
Thank you, bud.
And that was second place finisher Brian Zimmerman. Now we got to talk to Chris Carroll. Bring him up here. Winner tonight, the driver of the number 97, Chris Carroll. Starting from the back once again, Chris, and managed to make your way up towards the front. Had a little incident there halfway through the race. Kind of walk me through it.
Yeah, it was a little tough to pass out there tonight. I'm not sure what happened with the incident. I couldn't have to go back and look at it here, but got a little bit beat up back there, and had to work real hard to get through there. And then it was pit strategy at the end, and who knows how that was gonna turn out. And turned out that we cycled out to the lead, so I didn't know who had tires behind us. It was a bit crazy. It was a bit mayhem out there, Sam.
So coming to that final restart being single file, were you a little bit worried, or did you think you kind of had it locked down?
You're always a little bit worried that you make a mistake, or you spin the tires, or you mess something up. And I mean, you got Zimmy and Aaron behind you who are super good drivers. So I mean, you do that and you lose a race in a heartbeat. I mean, those super late models, you spin the tires, or you get down into the corner a little hard or a little easy, and you get sideways, and I mean, they'd be right there, and they're going to take it from you. So you're always on your toes, man. I don't know if worried's the right thing, because I got enough experience, but I mean, you can still make that mistake and have to fight through it when you do.
Right. Well, hey, man, you put on a good show out here tonight. You started from the back of the field, taking home another win. What's the strategy next week, starting from the back of the field?
What track are we at, Sam? Do you know?
I'm going to double check for you right now, actually. Let's see here. We're going to Lanier.
Changes. Lanier, oh, that's a tough one. Oh, boy. That is, that's only a tough one to get it done from the back there. I think just try and run your pit strategy right, and see if you can get the best finish you can. I don't think you can win from the back there, but I'll give my best shot, man.
All right, man. Well, hey, coming home with another win tonight. Who you got to shout out on number 97?
I always got to thank. I'm gonna thank BAM Racing Videos first this week. Always forget him, and got to thank USAFirearms.com, Brian Zimmerman powering all our cars, and Guy and Larry and Troy and all the boys we run with. I got to thank all my friends and family for watching. My folks are always watching out there. I got to thank, well, I guess the sponsor of the series is USA Firearms. So got to thank you guys up in the booth and everybody out there that watches every week. And hopefully we put on a show for these fans out here.
All right, Chris. Well, hey, congratulations on another solid performance out of you tonight here at Rockingham. And we'll see you next week at Lanier.
Thanks, Sam. See you in PPL, bud.
And that was race winner Chris Carroll, taking home another one here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here on True Sim Productions. We'll catch you in the next one. Maybe Wednesday, not 100% sure yet, but definitely Friday. We're coming back for the Next Gen Cup Series for Front Row Esports. So be sure to tune into that Friday night. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one, everybody.